Hunger and the Green, a Peridot Novella by J Theodore. Presented by Robot Dinosaur Press. Narrated by Jenn Dupree. When our endeavors take us outside the boundaries of morality, what we strive to create may prove to be our ultimate destruction. Gemma Agmar, from Ethics of Regenerative Alchemy. Chapter 1. Ada receives a visit from Captain Frankie Vittner. Ada Ziriab closed the back cover plate on the gearwork necklace and rubbed the soft flesh between her chitin faceplates. The morning had been productive. It was nearly finished, except for the final critical component. Lilting songbirds led her across her workshop, up the step to her residence, and down the portrait-lined corridor to the parlor. The chatter and activity of the wrens was so disruptive that her brother, Elias Ziriab, had long ago insisted their cage be moved out of the workshop. The parlor was as good a place as any, as neither Ada nor her brother left the workshop between breakfast and bed, except to replenish their tea. The parlor furniture was draped to protect against the feathers and dust of the birds. The wrens seemed content to sing and squawk all day, whether they had an audience or not. But the isolation had undone their socialization. The wrens scattered in alarm, seeking higher perches, as Ada lifted the cage door and reached in to lightly close her fingers around the nearest bird. Elias had named them all and could tell them apart by personalities she seemed incapable of detecting. At the moment, her detachment was a happy coincidence. Back at her workbench, Ada turned the bird over in her hand and clipped it to the restraining tray, ignoring its desperate, feeble kicking. She made an incision into its breast, then snipped its keel bone with an unpleasant wet crack. From memory, she navigated past the creature's ribs with a sure, skilled hand, heedless of the blood that welled to obscure her work. Ada had only moments, while the tiny heart still beat, to transplant it into her charm. She applied electrical charges from a pre-cranked battery, touching the contacts to the muscle to shock it gently back to its rhythm. Her breath caught as it seemed that the practice was failing, carrying on past the point of hopelessness. But finally, the pulse steadied and held. Ada found her breath again as the tiny...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?